This story happened long ago. You are only seeing the beginning of a new age. Hello everybody, my name is Grenda and this is ODDCRAFT. This is a small server my friends and I put together a couple months ago. This is the shopping district. As you can see, this is an area where commerce is completely allowed and is actually encouraged. There are government buildings, and there's much to this server that you haven't seen, and hopefully by the end of the season you will be able to get a better look at what goes on here. However, we have a tour to do. We're going to do a small tour around the base to get everybody familiar, and then we'll move in to my own agenda. This is my bridge, and this is my starter base. The server's been going on for long enough that we're in the end games, and it'll probably be only a couple more months before we start something new, but we thought that we should start recording and have some fun. Just a quick tour about my starter base. The idea is a train cart that has sunken into the mud. Coming up behind, we have the Grenda Farms. Primarily carrots, because that's all I eat. However, we do have a chicken provider over there. That is the pre-office. PP stands for pre and post, because this is the post office. And this is the post office with all of our members. This area has been probably the most developed. However, there is Nuketown over that way, which was a testing field for Yak, our newest member to the server. Oh my goodness. Alright. So we are actually going to head to my mega base, because I'm looking for wood. It's not safe here. So to get the gist around, as I go through my ice tunnel, this server is like Hermitcraft in the sense that we all have a starter base. It divulges from Hermitcraft, and its difference is that our starter bases are actually in the shopping district, so that we're all kind of near each other until we start branching out, and we are about to branch out as I kill these pigs. So far I only have one building on my mega base, and most other people's mega bases are not developed at all. Whoa. That path leads to my creeper farm. Got a small amount of mods installed here, but apart from that, we mostly play vanilla. this is my redneck cabin, or like what I like to call the redneck mansion. This is my temporary storage. However, eventually this entire area will be an American town, like a like almost what you would see in like a nuke town from the 50s. Not much development yet, but not much. I thought I had a lot more here. Guess not. That's okay. We can go back. So I will show you, I'll give you the tour of all my builds. This is the Redneck Mansion. This is my mega base area. The area it covers goes all the way into the snowy taiga biome, all through this ice, and there's another village about over there where it'll eventually connect to. The mines are that way, and the creeper farm is that way. Out in the ocean. Here is my way back up to the surface, however. To my right is the failed attempt at a widespread delivery system. Never could figure out how to get it to properly work. However, if you ride with it, it brings everything. That was before we had shulkers. Alright, I will take this time as I am back on the ice path to show you the map of where everybody's at. So, as you can see over here is where Yak will be staying. To the right, and you'll see our question mark member. Moving up towards Nuketown. Here's Nuketown. This is the small little area that we used to test people at. You can see that Jesco's mega base will be up here. And my mega base is a bit farther out to the left. And this ravine right here in the middle, that's our shopping district. So everybody's going out from the shopping district. It's kind of the middle of everything. It's the spot where you first see. It is not spawn, however. Nuketown is actually our spawn. Right. These are none of my builds. Actually, some of them are. Alright, so this bridge is mine. As you saw in the intro, this is Jesco's. This pre and post office is his. Take a little fly through. This mushroom is mine. This is the enchantment shop that I made. And right there is the ODDCRAFT news, which is ravaged by endermans and needs constant cleanup. Over there is my co-owned rocket farm called Fireflight, and this is the copper golem elevator that leads to the surface. Very useful in early game. This is my government building, the IRS. This handles taxes in the shopping district and the money that goes within. I will give you a small gist. We'll have to dedicate an entire episode to just the government buildings, but for right now, the gist is that every 9x9 space in the shopping district is one block of, currently it's iron, but we are fizzling towards diamonds very quickly. Over here, we can get a more broad view. There's my farm. This is where the train would be. This is OSHA, which is behind me. OSHA is owned by Jesco. That is another government building. This is the not so much government building, but still a little bit there. This is my biggest project on the server so far. This is Grand Central Station. I wish I was recording to show the process of building it, but this will eventually have passports that you will need to get from Nuketown to the shopping district. Because everybody starts in Nuketown. Got no other members on at this moment. The idea for this place is that each section is going to have its own category that you'll have to go to. This section is probably going to be a vault-like area for all the documents and paperwork. But over here is, what do we have? We've got checking, passport. Ooh, I don't remember. I will put up the idea video on screen right now. So as you can see, we've got our 3 sections and our vault. I was unsure about that in the moment when I was building it, but all my creations are built on a creative world before I actually bring them to the ODDCRAFT server. So we'll cut back here. Sadly, you won't be seeing the early game progress, which is, I'm sure, what everybody wants. But we will just jump straight into late game economics and the long run. Explain what we've got going on here. This is Fireflight. Its primary purpose is just to sell rockets. So, since we're starting late, I guess we better just jump straight into what we need. Do I have my ender chest? I do. Alright, we're going. We are going to collect sandstone for the Grand Central Station because I'm pretty sure I'm really close to running out, and I'm going to need a lot more for what I have planned it for. It's a big building, and it's the biggest on the server yet. It's not the biggest planned, but it is the biggest in the server right now. The excavation progress was long and drawn out. Oh man, we've got a forest fire. Firefighter to the rescue. Firefighter Grenda. It's raining. Why isn't this putting that fire out? Thank goodness. Oh, we don't want to leave it floating. But that's okay, because it's just more wood for me. Whoa! I'm getting shot at. Let's see if my sense of direction isn't too bad. Oh, we've got torches. That tells me we're going in some sort of the right direction. Might actually run out of rockets here. Where am I going? Okay, I remember some water. Ah, here we are. And there's a bed here. Perfect. Oh, man. Whoa! My armor took all that. Make sure there isn't any more. I'll spare you the boring part with this time. Okay. After decimating an entire area and stealing all of its sand and most of its coal, we have almost an entire shulker box of sandstone, which is exactly what I wanted. Now I'll spare you the flight home. And we're back to the shopping district. We'll make our quick flight to Grand Central Station and put this sandstone to use right away. We'll have to cover up these glowstone patches along the wall. We're going to have to add some pillars and stairing here. Something with this back wall, I'm not too sure yet. And then we need our granite entrance that will lead all the way up into the shopping district. Ooh, I think that's off center. That looks better. Still maybe one off, but that's okay for right now. Okay. Got a part of a shulker there, full of sandstone. Now we've got a bit more here. These boxes used to be organized, but as the project went on, they've divulged boxes of stuff. As you can see, like wood, we've got clay in all different spots. There's some smooth sandstone. Oh, lots of cobblestone. Well, I guess we better get started on the walls again with another time lapse. And here we are with our last column. Alrighty. Now comes another annoying part. Whoa, what happened to these trees? All the leaves. Who did this? Well, apart from that, in these columns where there is no sandstone, and it has to go all the way up into the blue, there is going to be black stained glass. But I don't think I have any black dye. And for that matter, not... Well, I just went and got a lot of sand, but it's all sandstone now. Let's see. Oh, we got sand. We got sand. Alright. Alright, we have 36 black dye. Ooh, and a lot of black stained glass. Alright. Maybe I did some early preparations. Let's see. Alright, we've got to excavate those areas. Those. Then we'll be good. That will give us our perfect outline for our glass. Yep, perfect. Oh, I've got to take away that piece of dirt. It seems as if Yak has joined. We'll see if he comes and bothers us. Perfect. Alrighty. I think it's time to start covering up. And, well, we've actually got to come right more. And we're going to basically block off... We're going to block off a portion of the top here, because we're going to have big old lights on either side, almost like searchlights, that are going to come way up, but we still want electric access, so it's going to have to, we're going to have a smoothing down to here, and an entrance there. I'm skittish looking around. I feel as if he'll pop into the building at any minute. Ooh, I'm not going to have enough sandstone. I'll have to go and get some more. And then we will do the elytra holes, and I think that'll be all of what we do for today's episode of ODDCRAFT. depending on how Yak comes up and interacts. I know I just bought, or I know I just got a bunch of sand, but I think maybe Jessica might have restocked his shop. Oh. We'll come this way. Alrighty. Sand. I want sand to smelt into glass because I have a feeling we don't have enough redstone powder. We don't have enough black stained glass. No sand. No sand. Glass, maybe? Ooh, glass. What? Nope. No glass. Well, I guess we can get a little sidetracked. Okay, and after a lot of time spent in the river, we have a stack of squid ink, which we can turn into, oh, a little over, a stack of black dye. Now we'll put those in there. We'll grab our sand. And like that, and like that. And I think that's going to have to do it for me today. I have spent a lot of time on the server, and I need to get outside. We made a lot of progress, and I think that this intro to ODDCRAFT is over. Hopefully I will see you in the next episode. We've got a lot of plans and a lot to get through. Goodbye!